Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be my monthly update for the Panners Pan. This project was created by Elizabeth. She is at Cookie Pans over on Instagram. And this project has quickly become one of my favorite projects ever seems like a strong word. I have a lot of favorite projects, but this is up there with my favorites. The whole point is to project pan items that remind you of project panners so that you're shouting out project panners while working on certain products. I love this idea, and as an additional challenge, I've made this progressive. So every month, regardless of whether I finish a product or not, I am rolling in a new product. Luckily, I do have a finished product for you today. I am so happy and a little bit relieved because I need to get my bathroom counter cleared off a little. I have a little bit too much going on there right now. But the empty I have for this month is my product for Jessica Lee. That is my body splash from Bath & Body Works in the scent White Ginger and Amber. There is a product in the bottom, but it's not this. The body spray that was in here has been finished. This is a perfume called Heaven Scent that's in another project, and I just dumped it in here because the spray is convenient and the bottle that it was in did not have a spray on it. So I am currently working on this right now, and I'm hoping to have it gone in the next couple weeks. But for the purpose of this project, I have finished this body spray and it is now gone. So one more product down. The other product that I thought for sure was going to be an empty today is kind of an empty. I don't know. That is my Urban Decay Primer Potion sample in honor of Elaine. I dumped the contents of the sample into this container and it's almost gone. There is a little bit of product left in there and it's getting kind of difficult to use. It's pretty dry. It's hard to even pick it up. I did get enough to prime my eyes today, however, so that's why I'm not calling it an empty yet, but I'm thinking one more week tops, and either it will be too dry to use or it'll be finished. But unfortunately, I'm not going to call this an empty for today, which is too bad. I'm ready to see it go. I'm ready to finish it, but it lives on for a little bit longer. I know a lot of you guys won't be surprised by that. Urban Decay Primer Potion samples are notorious as far as their difficulty to use up. You'd think a sample that can't last very long, but here we are, 10 months later. I'm still working on it. Okay, let's talk about the 3 products I decided to focus in on over the past month. I didn't make any outstanding progress on any of them, unfortunately, but I do feel that because I made them focus products, I did use them more than if I wouldn't have done that. The bare minimum expectation is that I'm using all of these products at least once during the month, but I am choosing 3 focus products to zero in on. So no major goals hit. The first one is for Amber F. That is my original Naked palette because she panned the heck out of this palette like a boss. And I just want to hit pan in one shade in this palette. I think that shade that I want to hit pan in is Sin. Originally, I was kind of reaching for Buck because it had the biggest dip, but I've been waffling and lately I've been reaching for Sin a lot more. I don't know if you could tell, but I do have a slight dip going on in that shade. I love this shade very much. I've just fallen in love with it all over again. It is a beautiful shade. I have it as my inner corner highlight today, but I have not yet hit pan on it, which is the goal that I have for this palette. My second focus item for the month was this eyeliner. This is the Jante Blue eyeliner in the shade Electric Blue, and this is for Alexi, panning with Alexi. And again, I don't really have any major progress to show off, but I have used this a lot because I made it a focus item and I've really been enjoying it. I did sharpen it recently, so it has been sharpened, but when I compare it to the line I had at the last time, it really hasn't moved. One exciting thing that has happened this past month is that I finished the other blue eyeliner that I was working on. So when I was reaching for a blue eyeliner, I was splitting my time between this and another blue eyeliner that was in another project, and that eyeliner is finally gone. So now when I want a blue eyeliner, it is just this one. This is the one I have to reach for, which is great because I'm already splitting myself between a brown eyeliner, a purple eyeliner, a blue eyeliner, but then to add in another blue eyeliner, it's splitting my time even more. So only one blue eyeliner now. When I need a blue eyeliner, this is the one I'm gonna reach for, and that should help a little bit, a little. And my third focus item for the month is my Too Faced Sweet Peach Creamy Peach Oil Lip Gloss in Pure Peach. Again, I don't really have anything to show, but I did reach for this several times over the past month. I'm wearing it right now on top of a Kylie lip liner that I have in Project 10 Uses. I think the shade is called Dirty Peach. They make a nice combination. I'm in love with that lip liner. And this is in this project for Tosh from Too Much Tosh. So I have reached for this several times. It's just so comfortable. Oh my gosh, this is like my favorite lip gloss ever as far as the comfort. The taste is a little bit disappointing. Not gonna lie, it's a little bit, I've always said this, but the taste or smell of this lip gloss is a little bit more chemical smelling than I was hoping it would be. But the pillowy feel of this lip gloss is amazing. I love the way my lips feel when this is on. I love the way my lips feel when this is on. I've really been enjoying it. It's just such a great shade for spring and summer. I like it. So those were the three focus items. Not much to show for it, but I did use them a little bit more over the past month because of it. Let me show you where I'm at with everything else in this project. And I will remind you who the panners are that these products are in for. First of all, let's talk about this pencil right here. This is the Colourpop BFF lip liner, and this is in this project for Elizabeth. She is the creator of this project, and she is a dear friend of mine. And despite the fact that this was not a focus product for the last month, I did make enough progress on this to make a new mark, which is awesome. It's a tiny mark, but it counts. So that's my new mark for my lip liner. At this rate, I should be done with this pencil around 2040. I mean, it is going to take me forever to finish this when I'm moving at that kind of pace, but it is what it is. I'm doing the best that I can. So I have used this several times in the past month. It's just a nude lip liner, not the most flattering shade on me. The reason I bought this was because Kathleen Lights really stands by this shade. It's a good color for her. I don't think it's a good color for me, but I have it, so I'm using it, and it's just a nude, so it's pretty harmless. Next, I have my Benefit Real Cheeky Party Palette for Amanda D. I'm trying to hit pan on the blush Dandelion in this palette, and it's kind of been on hiatus for the past couple months because I've been focusing on another blush I kind of impulsively threw in a different project, but that blush is no longer being worked on, so it's back to this guy. I do think I should be able to start making some really good progress on it. I don't have a lot of other blushes distracting me. I do have another blush that I need to use 2 more times before I meet my goal on that one, but then after that it's just this blush, and I should be able to focus on it much more. I would like to try Coralista at least once this summer, since it looks like such a summery blush. But yeah, nothing really new to talk about. I think I just used it the one time, but I will be working on this again in the month of July. I can't believe it's July. For the beautiful chic geek, I have my lip gloss from Colourpop in Curvy. I used it once, maybe twice. No real progress to show off since last month. Next, we have my Colourpop and Jaclyn Hill palette. This is in this project for both Rachel Stephanie and Journey in Beauty, who is Kyra. And I just want to hit pan in one shade. The shade I keep reaching for over and over again is this one here called Buns. I love this shade. This is the shade I have on all over my eyelid, combined with the brown from my Pan That palette, which Of course, I hit pan on today. I filmed my pan that palette update yesterday, hit pan on it today. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew it. It happened. I hit pan on the brown today. I will show you guys next month. But I have that brown along with this shade right here all over my eyelid. It's a mostly matte eye look, although I do have Sin from Urban Decay on my inner corner because I need a sparkling inner corner highlight because of the way my eyes are shaped. I cannot do all matte. But other than that, it's all matte. So I do have a slight dip going on in this shade here called Buns. I think it's called Buns. I did find the card finally. By the way, when I was doing the Minimalist Challenge, I did find the card with the names of these products, and I need to tape it to the palette. So I will do that after I'm done filming because I keep forgetting that. But yes, I do now have the card of all the names of these eyeshadows. So I don't think I used any other shades from this palette this month. I might have used this one. I think it's called Creamsicle or Dreamsicle. I think I used this one once in the past month for my Get Ready With Me. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I think I did. I am just so happy to be working on this palette. I cannot tell you how happy I am to finally be using this palette. I did have a lot of guilt about owning this palette for as long as I owned it and not touching it. There is a weird window where I like to keep my new makeup untouched, but then it just gets embarrassing and ridiculous, and I'm letting good makeup go bad without touching it because I don't want to use it. So I'm really happy to be using this and enjoying it now. A little bit. Okay, up next I have my Maybelline Color Tattoo in the shade Fool's Gold. This is again for another two project panners, Rebecca Morgan and Jocelyn Claire. Both of them are known to pan non-cruelty-free products to eliminate them from their makeup collection, and so in honor of them, I chose a Maybelline product which is not cruelty-free, and I'm gonna try and pan this out of my collection. I did use it once in the past month. It's gonna take a while to pan it if that's how often I'm using it. I'm hoping to make this a focus product more in the fall when my heart is calling for these kind of shades. So I'm not really into them right now, but I do think come September, October, November, this will be a focus product for one or a couple of those months. Okay, next I have my nail polish from Julie G in Sugar Plum Fairy. This is for Mariella. Her channel is Makeup by Mariella. I have done a pedicure with this in the past month, and I did use it as an accent polish on my nails once. So I have used this. Ironically, I did recently add some nail polish thinner to this product. Right before I added that thinner, it was about half full, and now it's all the way back up to here. So I do need to paint my nails again, but I think I'm gonna go with something else first before I paint my nails with this again. But I am keeping this on my toes right now, and I'm trying to be mindful of this. I do want to work on it, but yeah, I'm not gonna miss this when it's gone. The textured polish is not my thing. I do not like the feel of textured polish. I much prefer something with a nice glossy top coat, and I know that I can put a nice glossy top coat on top of this, but even still I can feel it. I'd have to put like 3 coats of clear coat on top of this, and it's just not worth it. So I live with the texture, but I don't love it. And I am looking forward to the day when this is gone. But the reason I chose this for Mariella is because of her amazing manicures. She always has really nice manicures. Up next is my single shadow from Luxie Beauty in the shade Halo. Oh, this poor eyeshadow is just beat up. That is for Alex. Her name is Alejandra Lisette. She is also known as One Beauty Addict, and my goal is to hit pan on that shade. This poor palette is looking rough. I need to do something with this. It needs help. It needs an intervention. No pan on that shade yet. The next product in this project is inside of my Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes palette. Love this palette. I am trying to hit pan on this coral shade here called Peach Punch. I've used it once or twice in the past month, but that's it. I am realizing that even though this is similar to the shade that's in my Pan That palette, they look very different on my eyes. And this definitely brings something different and special to my eyelids compared to the one in my Pan That palette, which is also special in its own way. I've really been enjoying this, but again, I've only used it a couple times in the past month. Next is a Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Whittle. This is in the project for my good friend Callie Fab. She's such a beautiful person. I just love her. And this eyeshadow is beautiful. I put it in honor of her monochromatic project pan that she created, which focuses on colors. The month that I brought it in was the month of purple, so that's how this ended up in here. And I would just like to hit pan on this. I haven't been focusing on this very much. I've been kind of avoiding purple eyeshadows in general. I don't know, I just kind of got out of the phase of purple and I've just really been into neutrals. I don't know, I think if I just focused in on this for a month, I would have pan. Usually it only takes me about 30 uses to hit pan on a Super Shock shadow. So obviously I'm not focusing in on this, but I need to get my purple game on again and get back to wearing purple because I just haven't been reaching for purple lately. The last product that's rolling over for another month is the one that just came in last month, and that is my Wet n Wild eyeshadow trio in Sweet as Candy. And I'm trying to hit pan on this top shade here, the Brow Bone shade. I pulled this into this project for Nicole, who is also Tinkerbell Rocks on Instagram, and she is currently panning all of her Wet n Wild products. It's like nothing I've ever seen before, but I would like to hit pan in this Brow Bone shade. I used it a couple times over the past month as a face highlight. I used it as a brow bone highlight like it told me to. And I've used it a few times, but just a few times, so nothing to really talk about as far as progress with this. All right, that is it for all of the existing products. It is time for me to roll in a new product and talk about a new project panner. I thought I had the project panner and the product lined up, and then I changed my mind at the last minute because there is only one product I could put with that project panner, and it's an eyeshadow, and I just cannot bring in another eyeshadow right now. I am so overwhelmed with the amount of eyeshadows I should be working on that I just felt like I could not possibly bring in another eyeshadow. So in the end, I switched it up and went a whole nother route. And so the product I'm bringing in for this month is another nail polish, which seems crazy because I just started painting my nails again like 2 weeks ago after not painting my nails for like a year and a half. But I'm just really into painting my nails again. I do have plenty to choose from when it comes to nail polish, but I cannot bring in another eyeshadow. I cannot bring in another lip product. Like, I just have too much going on with everything else. And if I want to make any progress with those categories, I can't bring in another product. So why not bring in another nail polish? The nail polish I chose is this sample from Julep in the shade Sora. I pulled this out for my summer Shop My Stash that I did in collaboration with Samantha Pans. And the project panner that I am linking this to is Sophie Alexandra. I know a lot of you guys know who she is. She is just a beautiful person. I will have her channel linked down below. I will have everybody linked down below, including the project panners for items that I've already finished or met my goal on. I will have everybody I've talked about since I started this project linked down below. But Sophie is somebody that's been on my mind for months. I just love her channel. She is such a hard worker, both in her life and when it comes to her panning. She's just really focused and dedicated to project panning, and she is a beautiful person, and she has amazingly long nails that she paints very nicely. And I love watching her project polish because she always makes good progress on her polishes, way more than I could ever make. So I decided to pick this in honor of Sophie, and I'd like to finish it. I don't know if I can or not, but I'd like to try. This came in like a 5-piece set of other Julep polishes that are all this size, and I did finish one not too long ago in the shade Kiana. It was a blue shade and it wasn't that hard to finish. So I actually think I could finish this, but I don't know. I got to keep painting my nails. But this is being rolled in for Sophie. All right, let me quickly pick my 3 focus products for the next month. I already know what they are because I really want to make some good progress on them. I really want to focus on them. Okay, I have my 3 focus items right here. The first product I want to focus in on for the next month is this guy right here. We are going back to the Benefit Real Cheeky Party Palette. The first one is right here. We are going back to the Benefit Real Cheeky Party Palette. Now that I don't have anything else to distract me, I should be able to use Dandelion much more consistently and on a regular basis. So I would like to get back to using this one every day. I would also like to keep working on the shade Sin from my Naked palette. It took a long time to get used to reaching for this palette every day, but I am just getting to that point where I'm remembering to reach for this palette. And so I want to keep working on the shade Sin. It makes a beautiful inner corner highlight. And I do have a slight dip going, so I'd like to really make it a more noticeable dip over the next month. And finally, I am bringing back Whittle again. I had this as a focus product a few months ago and I didn't really use it as much as I thought I would. But I think I'm ready to get back to purple. I need to commit. I think part of my problem with this shade is that what I want it to look like is not really what it looks like. It has a bit of a darker base. And though that metallic purple just doesn't show through as much as I was hoping it would. See how much dark is on that base? I think that's part of what keeps me from reaching for this shade. It is beautiful. There's nothing wrong with it. I think the problem is my expectation versus the reality. Not that there's something wrong with this shade. But I would like to get back to working on this shade. It is beautiful. And it seems so easy to hit pan on this. People do it in like 2 uses, so I should be able to hit pan on it. All right, guys, that is it for this update. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out everybody I've linked down below that I've talked about in this project. They are all good project panners, and if you like project panning, you will probably like all of them. So don't forget to check them out and support their channels or their Instagram accounts if you're not already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.